and the place to be once again, sharing this content. And I want to talk about WWE, talk some wrestling talk. And I'm going to be honest with you. I got a gripe to pick with WWE because y'all stole my content. Y'all stole my ideas on Braun Breaker. I did a video. I'm going to call you back because y'all know somebody from your camp watched my video on Braun Breaker. And y'all completely stole my ideas. Stole, the video. And I'm glad you go ahead and did it. Where I talked about Braun Breaker, switching his character up, making him go babyface and switching him to an evil heel and make him walk around with no shirt on, jeans, and pair him up with Paul Heyman. I did a whole video where I talked about all of that. And WWE did exactly what I said. even down to him getting jumped by the Judgment Day. I talked about all of that. About how before you turn him heel, you got to make him this big. Now, they didn't do it long enough. I still think he's going to have a big babyface run, but they're going to end with him being a babyface instead of a big babyface run and then switch him to a heel. They did the babyface to the heel real quick and put him with Paul Heyman, but I think the majority of his career, he's going to be the overcoming Goldberg kind of the babyface that takes out all the bad guys, kind of like a superhero kind of guy. Like that's coming down the pipe. I see that. I can smell that coming a mile away. But I told y'all a while back that that's what he needs for his character. And that's what they did. They blatantly just took my arm. Somebody watched that video because they did everything I was talking about. All the way down to, like I said, the Judgment Day, all that stuff. But the videos, I want to talk about Karion Kross. And he's been cutting some shoot promos that I think are really cool. And a lot of stuff that he's saying is his frustration is exactly what I've been saying. And I'm leading to him turning babyface. Being like an angry babyface, like kind of anti-establishment, going against the authority type guy. And it looked like they might be leading that because AJ Styles kind of trying to finally told him straight up, you need to change your ways and quit doing what you're doing. Because to me, do I think the character, the guy that plays Karion Kross, I don't know his real name in real life, but I think he's a phenomenal actor. I think he does a great job in the ring. I think he's immaculate. He's a great in-ring performer, in-ring talent. He knows how to play the evil villain, heel kind of character, but I just think he needs to switch babyface for a little bit. He needs a whole nother rebranding, just like what I said about Braun Breaker. And WWE did exactly what I was saying. Gonna probably steal my Karion Kross idea. They're gonna do that too. But Karion Kross, this guy is frustrated. He's so talented. And it's not fair to this guy to just keep doing that. And he's legitimately upset. You listen in real life, he's mad. He's serious. But they're letting him do it because I think it's part of the program. But I really believe this is how how John Cena be saying some of the stuff he's saying, where it's kind of partially true. Like that's kind of how he really feels. But he's a team player and he's professional. So he ain't gonna just go at him like that, but really how he feels. I believe that 100%, 1,000%, that Karion Kross really feels like what he's saying. What's happening, man? I see you in the building. My man. I really believe Karion Kross really, really feels the way he's saying. And I think that his hunt needs to be in yesterday. Like they've tried everything with him being a bad guy. They had him with the disciples of death and the authors of Menace to the Society and the Pain Crusade and the Devil's Advocates and all them guys he done been with. It never worked. Like him trying to be the leader of some heel faction and not to say his in-ring work is not good, it's great, but he's gonna have to McIntyre did, where he was a heel and he was like how he is now, but then they had to switch him babyface. He had a nice big babyface run, then he went back heel again, and he's great at it. But whoever this guy is that plays Karion Kross, there's no disrespect to him. I actually like him. I'm a huge fan, but I just think I put this at the feet of like Nick Khan and Triple H and all them guys, whoever's doing creative. I know Triple H is the head of creative, so a lot of this is at his table. A lot of this. But these is like running the show over there in WWE. Like, they're gonna have to change this up a bit because Karen Kross is getting stale, man. Like all this heel work he doing, it ain't working no more. Karen Kross, they need to switch him up, Babyface, and like give him some hope. You know what I'm saying? Literally. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm like, just see how he does. He might be good at being a babyface. You don't know what it's like if you never tried it before. Seth Rollins got over good as a babyface, where I wasn't sure if it would work, and then when he switched, like by himself, I'm not talking about the Shield Seth Rollins. When he went to the Authority, that to me, he could really talk and be the bad guy, but I wasn't sure if he'd be good at being his wrestling style is, Seth Rollins in ring is more like a good guy than a bad guy, because he's kind of a Shawn Michaels-esque kind of guy. But when he did turn face for that while, he was for years, man, because I didn't really watch him that much as Tyler Black, but apparently was really good as Tyler Black, as a good guy. But, you give a guy, if a guy can, you teach a man how to fish. You give him a fish, if you give him a fish, he eats for a day. If you give him a pole, whatever, have it, they'll eat for life and that kind of thing. Just give Karen Kross something different and just see what he can do with it, man. I'm like, man, just like he's stale. I'm serious. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but what he's doing is stale. Like, it is not working anymore. You tried everything imaginable, and it ain't getting over, and it's just old, and it's washed, and it's just not working. You have to try. If you see a man's career is dying, you got to give him something else. You can't just keep on with the same old, because it ain't gonna fly, and that's WWE's they got a problem with this. Karen Kross is a phenomenal talent. I mean, literally. I enjoy him on TV. I enjoy his everything, but just the heel character. But he needs a fresh coat of paint. Just like what I said about Braun Breaker. They need to repackage him, rebrand him, make him a Paul Heyman guy. That's exactly what they did. And it's going to be the best years of his career. And then when he eventually does switch back babyface, it'll be even bigger. But this right here, this Karen, I'm sorry, WWE. I'm sorry, all y'all tell board, whoever's making these decisions about these characters, like Nick Khan or whoever it is. I don't know who to blame this on. But it's starting to seem it may be a Paul Leviskay, as this girl comes on YouTube trying to follow me. And y'all know I'm a big fan of Triple H, but every man is entitled to make mistakes. And when it comes to Karen Kross, it's frustrating. He's talking from his heart. Give him something. I'm telling you, the route to go is to make Karen. And y'all, WWE, y'all keep stealing my ideas. Hire me. I would love to work for WWE Creative. Hire me. That way, at least I'm ideas and I'm getting paid to do them too. You know what I'm saying? The way you get rid of Karen Kross is frustration. WWE needs more babyfaces to really work something. The heel roster is great now, men and women. But if you want something like that's going to present Karen Kross in a different way, his ring action is already going to speak for itself. He's a great entertainer. He's great in the ring. All that's going to already work. So he's going to give you good matches. Just change his character. Turn him babyface. Please, WWE, listen to what I'm saying. All right, it's your boy, Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den community. I'm out. Peace.